Today, I'm going to show you how to install your new dim shades. Here are the tools that you're going to need to complete this project. So when you're ordering your shades, you're going to see if you want to have them inside mount or outside mount. Inside means that it's mounted inside the window, outside, just like it says, outside the window. Now, when you're measuring for your shades, make sure you measure at the top of the window where the shades are going to go, because sometimes windows have a different measurement at the bottom compared to the top. When you're measuring the top, I would go even up to a 1/4 inch less just to ensure that it fits inside your window. If you're measuring for an outside mount, I would add 1 to 2 inches to each side. So to install your shades, you need to determine the placement of your brackets. So the amount of brackets that you're going to need is based on how wide your window is. These brackets for an inside mount, you're going to measure 1 inch from the edge of the window opening and also a 1/2 inch from the window itself. That way it gives the brackets enough clearance so that your window can open and close and the shade itself can open and close. Measure and mark with a pencil. So once you've determined the placement of your brackets, you're going to place the bracket up there, and with a pencil, you're going to mark exactly where your screws are going to go. To attach your bracket, you're going to want to pay attention to what the material is that you're screwing into. If it's just sheetrock or drywall, you're going to want to add a drywall anchor so that the shade doesn't fall down. But if you're screwing into wood or metal, then you can just drive in the screws. Drive those screws in right exactly where you've marked them. A tip if you're going into metal or you're going into wood is you can use an 1/8 inch or a tiny drill bit to drill a pilot hole just to make it easier for that screw to go in. If you're using 3 or more brackets, make sure those end brackets are super snug, but then keep the middle brackets a little bit loose. That's going to make it easier to snap into place as you're installing your shade. So the next part is easier with a helper. So if you have someone around, have them help you. But the way you're going to install this is really easy. You're just going to take the front and you're going to place it in that little lip. And then you're going to roll the shade back until you hear a click, and that bracket is going to click along the back. Once all of those mounting brackets are securely clicked in, the mounting is complete. If you ordered a freestop shade, that means that you can open and close it with your hands. And sometimes you'll find that the tension's a little too tight and the shade is kind of working its way up. You can actually adjust the tension with that little wheel to the side and get the tension exactly where you want it. For the motorized shades, you're going to download the Shade Flow app and then follow those instructions. Make sure you put the motor in the on position before you attempt to pair the shades with the smart app or the remote. And that's it. You've just installed your shades. I hope you love them.